What is the connection between cocaine, caffeine, and sugar? If you said it is Coca-Cola, you are correct. At a certain point in history, cocaine, caffeine, and sugar were all ingredients of Coca-Cola. Of course, after cocaine became illegal, any traces of cocaine were removed from the product, but Coca-Cola continued to use coca leaves as part of the formula. During the 50s and 60s, Coca-Cola partnered with McDonald's as both companies felt they had products that could complement each other, and both companies would be able to reach even more markets if they worked together. Offering more sugar and caffeine around the world was certainly a recipe for success for both companies. To understand the impact that products such as Coca-Cola and McDonald's have on people, we need to first understand the effect of dopamine. Dopamine is a chemical released in the brain that makes us feel good. When we consume caffeine and sugar, the brain produces surges of dopamine. So when they call this product a happy meal, they are not kidding. Now, one would think that offering product with such a strong appeal to customers would be more than sufficient to ensure success for these companies. But instead of just relying on such a powerful attraction to their products, companies such as Coca-Cola and McDonald's are famous for their ability to develop, establish, and maintain systems to achieve process control. If you look at McDonald's documentation, you will certainly find plans, specifications, procedures, work instructions, corrective actions, job descriptions, training programs, etc. But the question is, why? I can think of two reasons for this. First, Coca-Cola and McDonald's want consumers to have the same experience whenever and wherever they consume their products. I don't think people really like surprises that much. There are so many things that are out of our control that when we find something we like, we don't want that to be changed at all. We want to remain in control of the experience. The second reason is that by developing systems and achieving process control, companies are able to build a prototype that can be expanded and replicated anywhere in the world. In that way, the business becomes a separate entity from the creators, and that means freedom. The strategic direction of Coca-Cola and McDonald's can be represented on a chart with 4 quadrants. Quadrant number 1 represents companies with low entrepreneurial drive and weak systems focus. Companies in this quadrant have a lot of work to do if they expect to have an impact in their chosen markets. Quadrant number 2 represents companies that have strong systems, but the products and markets targeted have not been selected for the right reasons. Maybe the business owner just loves producing a particular product, and that is the only reason the product was selected. Quadrant number 3 represents companies that have selected products and markets that have a lot of potential. They know they have discovered a good opportunity, but they struggle with quality issues, lack of uniformity, and no consistency. Their system focus is weak. Quadrant number 4 represents companies that have achieved a good balance between entrepreneurial drive and systems focus. They have selected products and markets for the right reasons, and they have strong systems to support their products no matter when or where they deliver their products. Coca-Cola and McDonald's are examples of companies that are very strong in both areas, entrepreneurial drive and systems. If we look at some companies in the Australian horticulture industry, for example Montague, Perfection Fresh, Costa, Rex One and Driscoll's, we can see that those companies are most likely in quadrant number 4. Probably not as high as Coca-Cola and McDonald's yet, but they are clearly working on selecting products and markets for the right reasons. And their systems are sufficiently strong to have a reputation for consistent good quality. To find out exactly where those companies fit within quadrant number 4 would require a detailed analysis of their commercial and product quality strategies. The real question is, in which quadrant is your company? As a business owner, you need to know where you are now, where you want to be in the future, and what steps you're going to take to get there. That is your job. and you cannot delegate that responsibility to anyone.